This truck has just pulled into this shop here. I don't know what they ordinarily sell because I've not seen them selling ice before, but it might be a water and ice factory. But they've never had this amount of ice outside the front. And this truck has just pulled up and basically used their blue hose. You see the blue hose? There's a couple actually, snakes up. They'll have a big old container on the back of their truck there that they've, I don't know how much, probably not a great deal, but it's just paid them to fill their big old container. They'll have like a 50-gallon container on the back, or maybe not, maybe an ice box or something. I don't know. Can't see. I'm not gonna get too close because if I get too close, I'm gonna get wet, and I don't get wet. I've come to do my laundry. You see, I'm gonna have to go off and get some change because the machine's not taking my money. But yeah, you'll see now as he pulls away, his driver's just now getting in. They'll have a big old container on the back of there, and they've just filled it, and I'm assuming it's ice cold water. If they're selling ice by the big bags like they are, I'm assuming what people are doing is that they're buying the ice as well, maybe a half a sack or a sack, and shoving it in with the water to make the water colder. So it's like, because believe it or not, some of this water, they don't, hot and cold taps. Yeah, they don't have hot and cold taps, generally speaking, unless you're in a hotel. In most houses in Thailand, they just have the one tap, and it does hot and cold. And depending on how much the pipes outside have been baking in the sun, depends on how much actual heat is in the water. So yeah, I think what's probably happening here is people are using the ground source water, which, like I say, can get quite warm in the pipes, and then the big header tanks, the storage tanks. So yeah, people stopping obviously by places like this. I've never seen this before. I've seen Songkran many times, but I've never seen or noticed. I'm sure I've probably driven past, but not really taken much notice of places like this, basically selling water. And they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big old containers for the ice, and each one has got more than enough ice in it. So I hope they've calculated things well. I mean, I didn't even know there were shops doing that kind of thing. It's good to know. So it's another side of Songkran I've never seen. And obviously this kid here is throwing water at every truck that goes past. So that's, I think, another reason why Thai people love to have trucks and not cars, because you wouldn't be able to do the Songkran thing if you had a car. It'd be just like this. You just yeah, people will be firing their water pistols at you and stuff like that, but you're not really involved with it. So I think that's another reason why they love their trucks out here. Because in a truck like this on here, and I see that's what they're doing. Like that's what you see so much of, which is fine, isn't it? One truck, 10, 20 people in the back of that one, spraying each other, and 5 or 6 people in the back of this one. See, it's the motorbikes they should leave alone. But the motorbikes get caught in a crossfire. I mean, this kid here, he don't care how hard he throws his water. If he goes over the truck and hits the motorbike on the other side, I mean, he's not directly going for the motorbike, so he's got that much common sense. But let's see, he tries to get every single truck that goes by, which is fair enough. He had the sense then to stop for the grab driver, or line driver. Got some motorbike. That's interesting to see how many people are going to buy this ice, and how many people are going to stop to fill up with the water. So you get big ice buckets like that, just full of ice cold water. He's loving it. He's loving it. No, don't get the motorbike, young man. Fit the trucks only. Little sod. Yeah, I'm filming you. Because technically it is illegal to spray people with water. Let's see, if I was going to add that on me, then you did. I mean, whether or not he intentionally timed it wrong so it didn't get them, but it kind of did. The one day an umbrella might serve you more than just a sunshade. You missed that one. So you might need your umbrella more than just the shade today, using it for rain protection. See that like a girl, I don't know if you just noticed, she was clutching her bag, and she wasn't clutching it for safety for being stolen. She was clutching it because she was trying to, probably got a phone and money and everything else in there, trying to keep it dry. That's the thing. There's no care for your telephone at this time of year. Technically, like, you could get these people done for damaging your phone. It's kind of illegal to spray people. Songkran, you kind of get a pass. That's just the ironic thing about Thailand. They have so many laws and rules, yeah, but they don't kind of, you know, don't seem to apply half the time. You know, you can pick and choose when you want to follow the rule of the law. I mean, they were already soaked, so fair enough. I love Songkran in the big cities, you know, when you ain't got cars and motorbikes, people walking on, you know, people, everyone's in the same boat kind of thing, you know. But where you just kind of want to go about your daily life, you know, this isn't a carnival road, you know, there's no like big carnival coming through it. This is just a normal street going through, you know, going through town. Another one stopping to get some water by the looks of it. Oh, so it is quite big business there. Well, say big business. Two customers in 2 minutes, I think, fairly good. You can't see behind the sign, and it's not great camera work on my behalf. But it's no wonder the hospitals and so many deaths on the road at this time of year. See, in a lot of places around the world, when people end up dying because of something, it's ordinarily then the time that the police, council, and alright, you know, you might say everything comes too PC, too watered down, no, literally too watered down. But I think the figures are something like 3,000 people die on the roads in this week, every year, or thereabouts. I'm not sure if that's the real number, you'll have to Google it, but a lot of people die on the roads of this week in Songkran, so yeah. Cutie Pie over here is having a little photo session. The guys have got like a bubble machine gun, and she's having some selfies. I say she's wearing a wig, so could be a lady boy. I think it's a lady, but it could be a lady boy. And that's another thing. Ladyboys can dress very sexually at this time of year during Songkran, wearing literally next to nothing, being all sexy and all that kind of thing. Yeah. When it comes to foreigners wearing bikinis in public, you get a hard time in Thailand. So again, it's another rule for them and another rule for others. It's quite crazy, the irony that goes on in Thailand. Like, there's laws about wearing crash helmets, but do the police really enforce it all that strictly? No. Should they? 100%. But do they? No. Same with this, Songkran business, splashing people when they drive past on a motorbike. Technically, they're breaking the law. You could get them in a lot of trouble. But does anyone do that? Does anyone, bother complaining to the police? No. It's become part and parcel of, what Songkran's become. Just another ironic part of Thailand, culture. We'll have rules, we'll have laws, yet we kind of don't care all that much about them from time to time. So what's the point of really having them? Very backward country. Not backward, it's a very confusing country. Because most countries have rules and regulations. Yeah. Have rules and regulations, and they kind of stick to them. They don't today is the day of the year that we can go around breaking the law. No, the law is what it is, and no matter what day of the week it is, the law stays the same. Not in Thailand. Just spend splashing these people. They're quite clearly dry, and they probably don't want to be wet, yet this little sod here thinks it's okay to just soak everyone. I know he's only a kid, so kids will be kids. But the point I'm being a little bit grumpy, shall we say, about it all right now, is because you've just seen on Facebook this morning, of course they're going to pick on the Westerners, the foreigners, surrounding a taxi driver or something or other, and I didn't see the video. I could only see a still image, but going to town on his taxi, like a minibus taxi kind of thing. Go to town on him and his taxi and open his doors. Oh yeah, but that's because they were probably drunk and got carried away, and Thai people generally as a rule will just enjoy Songkran. They're not technically enjoying it with drinking. Maybe they do, maybe more in the evening time. The water pistols and the traffic dies down, so they put away the water pistols, then start enjoying themselves drinking. That's not what Songkran's about. Songkran isn't about getting drunk. It's about the water. It's about renewal, starting afresh. It's a bit crazy. And anyone and everyone right now seems to want to kind of make some money doing something, selling food. It seems to be one of those times of the year that also they have these parties, so everyone has their food stand. It's such a massive culture of making and selling food, making money at these annual events. And Thailand has a lot of events. Well, I say Thailand, more specifically where I am here in Si-Keo. I mean, the people that organise these events, doesn't seem to be virtually any 1 month that goes by that there isn't some sort of event of some sort, be it like a celebration like what's happening right now, or Christmas or New Year, because they obviously do the Western celebrations as well. But then do like a food market, like they had a meat festival here a couple of months ago, and there was some other festival before that, and some other celebration before that. It's, if you're in the events business, like these marquees and tents and music and lighting systems, staging and all that kind of stuff,